Zodiac is a 2007 American mystery thriller film directed by David Fincher, based on the true story of the Zodiac Killer, a serial killer who terrorized the San Francisco Bay Area during the late 1960s and early 1970s. The movie is adapted from Robert Graysmith's non-fiction books Zodiac and Zodiac Unmasked. Here's a detailed explanation of the movie. The film opens on July 4, 1969, with the murder of Darlene Ferrin and the attempted murder of Mike Mageau by a man they encounter while parked at a lover's lane in Vallejo, California. The killer uses a flashlight attached to a handgun to blind his victims before shooting them. The Zodiac letters. The killer, who later becomes known as the Zodiac, begins sending taunting letters and cryptograms to the San Francisco Chronicle, the San Francisco Examiner, and the Vallejo Times-Herald. These letters claim responsibility for the murders and include a cipher that, when cracked, supposedly reveals the killer's identity. The Zodiac demands that the letters be published, threatening further violence if they are not. Robert Graysmith, Jake Gyllenhaal, a cartoonist at the San Francisco Chronicle who becomes obsessed with the case. Paul Avery, Robert Downey Jr., a crime reporter at the Chronicle who covers the Zodiac story. Inspector Dave Toschi, Mark Ruffalo, and Inspector Bill Armstrong, Anthony Edwards, San Francisco detectives assigned to the case. As the Zodiac continues to kill and send letters, the police and the media struggle to solve the case. Graysmith becomes increasingly interested in the mystery, despite having no formal investigative training. He starts to piece together clues from the letters and crime scenes, collaborating informally with Avery and later Toschi. The investigation focuses on several suspects over the years, but the primary suspect becomes Arthur Lee Allen, John Carroll Lynch. Allen matches many of the Zodiac's known characteristics and has a suspicious history. However, the evidence against him is circumstantial, and he is never formally charged. As the case drags on, Graysmith's obsession grows, leading him to neglect his family and job. He continues to investigate independently, compiling evidence and theories that point towards Allen. His dedication eventually results in a tense confrontation with Allen, but without conclusive proof, the case remains unsolved. Conclusion. The movie ends with a postscript summarizing the real-life status of the investigation. The Zodiac case remains one of the most infamous unsolved mysteries in American history. The film explores the theme of obsession, particularly how Graysmith's relentless pursuit of the truth impacts his personal life. It also examines the nature of truth and the difficulties in obtaining justice when faced with an elusive and intelligent adversary. David Fincher is known for his meticulous attention to detail, and Zodiac is praised for its historical accuracy in depicting the events and the era. The film uses real locations and follows the timeline of the Zodiac's activities and the investigation closely. Fincher's direction, combined with Harris Savide's cinematography, creates a tense and atmospheric film. The use of digital filmmaking techniques was innovative at the time and contributed to the film's distinctive look and feel. The film features strong performances from its cast, particularly Jake Gyllenhaal as Robert Graysmith, Robert Downey Jr. as Paul Avery, and Mark Ruffalo as Dave Toschi. The supporting cast also delivers memorable performances, adding depth to the film's portrayal of the extensive investigation. Zodiac received critical acclaim for its direction, screenplay, and performances. It was praised for its methodical and detailed approach to the story, although its length and deliberate pacing were points of contention for some viewers. Despite not being a major box office hit, the film has since gained a cult following and is regarded as one of Fincher's best works. The movie effectively captures the fear and paranoia of the time, presenting a complex and nuanced look at one of America's most notorious criminal cases.